This is a very special collection for me. It's about how talking about myself and many other women bottle their feelings inside and putting a space for the public, for the people, for their families and loved ones, as not to be a burden. I lost my father in December 30, 2018. That was the worst day of my life. I come from Saudi Arabia, and when I was growing up, I had an amazing childhood, amazing teen years, amazing life. And it was all thanks to him because in Saudi, if your male guardian, who is the father or the brother, is supportive of you, then you lived a fabulous life. If that person is not supportive, you will live a miserable life because everything evolves around the male guardian. We are lucky that now the time has changed, but this was the situation before. He was a very exceptional man. He was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, and the way we found out is when he broke his arm sitting watching TV on the couch. We learned that it spread to his bones and his brain, and it was spreading nonstop, and he didn't feel it. So it was a shock for everyone. After he passed away, for a year, I couldn't live my life normally. Even if I go out, or even if I eat, or even if I sleep, I always, when you talk to yourself, and I say, how can you sleep and your father is buried underground? How can you eat? Your father is not alive anymore and he's buried and alone underground. I spoke to a lot of counselors, but there was no help because this was the first problem I faced in my life. I had solid ground. I was confident. I was fearless. And I knew whatever happens, my dad will for sure fix the situation for me or protect me or do anything. After his death, which was sudden because he only lasted 2 months after diagnosis, until this day, I do feel sad, but mostly I feel afraid. I am afraid of everything and anything in life because the person that made me feel safe is no longer here. I had two small children, so when I used to need to cry, I would go to the bus stop near where I live and I would cry there and not in the house. When I go out, I wasn't able to laugh or have fun, but I wouldn't do anything. I would always compose myself. Even with my mom and sisters and brother, I would never show my emotion. Then I saw one of these days a piece of art, which is the clowns of a buffet. When I saw it, I was like, this is me. I was telling, don't remember exactly who was there with me, but I was telling them, this is me. And I started crying for the first time. The clown looked miserable, but the makeup on the face, it changes the features. So when you look at it, you would think he was smiling and he's having fun. But then when you look closely, you will see the features are not what the makeup is showing. So I decided I wanted to do these artworks because it's the way where I expressed myself. I am all of these clowns, it's me. I am scared, I have anxiety, I am sad, but I try to show that I am okay. That, that I'm strong enough, and whoever sees me, they think I have a perfect life, but I live in fear because the world as I know it is changed. I know I am fortunate to have this life, but the way I feel now is horrible. I am not exaggerating when I say I pray for him every hour of the day. I even eat his favorite food that I don't really like. Just to give you a background, when in my religion and culture, we hold a 3-day funeral for whoever dies. And I was extremely sad. And they would tell me, oh, so and so came, and this person came. This never mattered to me. My cousin came and said the first day was flooded by people we didn't know. He was helping paying medical bills for them when the insurance is not covering it. He helped open houses. He helped pay for school fees for some of the special needs kids that they had. And there were people who worked in houses of families we knew, or construction workers that were building sites near our house. And they had a nickname for him, which was the father of the helpless, or the father of the less fortunate. This we found out after he passed away. I'm giving you a background about how he was, just to give you an understanding of how amazing he was. And after he passed away, I encountered a lot of problems. And although I had these problems, I haven't managed to express the way I feel. I don't know why, but I feel like this is a problem with a lot of people, mostly women, because I know a lot of women who felt this way. They can't show their feelings because either they have kids, either they need to be considered, either they have to go to work. And it's not only the Middle Eastern culture, I believe this is in different cultures that people put a strong facade to show that they are okay. I created a story, which is the description of a woman that is extremely sad and distraught and went to her doctor. And she said that I am sad and I don't know what to do. And he told her, "You are fine. The Pagliaccio is in town. Why don't you go watch the show?" But then she told the doctor, "I am Pagliaccio."